Right, good morning everyone. Just having a bit of a GoPro meltdown, as per usual. Today is a very exciting day. Our new fertiliser spreader is hopefully arriving this morning. I don't think I've told anyone what it is, but you'll see when it arrives. But it's not the same as the one we've got already. So we've got a Foevvercam geo spread at the moment. We haven't really decided what we're going to do with ours. We might hang on to it and spread things like lime and other mineral based things like TSP and especially MOP, stuff that's quite abrasive on the machines with it, because we've spent a lot of money on it. We'll probably never get back what we put into it if we sell it. But the other option is put it in a sale or an auction. It's working perfectly fine at the moment. It has had some issues, as you'll know, this year. But just finishing up the morning feeding. So for 540. Got the young ones left to feed here. Fed the calves already. Right, so that's actual feeding done. Just got to chuck a bit of sugar beet down for these guys. So here we have some sugar beet in the box. Just give it to these two pens here. They're calves from the year before. These lots of these are all heifers that will get bred in the spring. Right, so that's morning feeding now complete. I'm going to go bed up the calves a minute before this spreader arrives. Then we'll be done with our morning chores. Just got to finish filling out this sheet here, which is a record of all the different groups of cows get fed every day. So it has arrived. New spreader is in the yard. There it is on the tractor. Look around that in a bit. Craig is making a purpose-built pallet for it to sit on. Because pallets now are about as effective as driftwood for putting stuff on. We're shoring one up. Basically boarding it out with some proper timber. And it will sit there then. And seeing as I didn't cut the last one straight, Craig's taking it upon himself. We've got some more timber here so we can pack it all out. So that'll be lovely and strong then for it to sit on.
Don't look at the other end.
Don't look at the other end. There he is. Get your Dr. Phil fix in quick.
Oh, I've got to look after the man job.
That's it. I'll go get another bit of timber. I'm knocking stuff over everywhere I go. I'm winning. He sounds like he's going to give up.
Yeah, I don't think the batteries.
It's the lady that knows about sheep.
Oh, no, this is me asking questions about sheep.
Yeah, look at this. You fit for a spinner? Right. So before I show you the new spinner, I'm going to show you the old one because there might be some new people here that haven't seen our old one. We're going to keep it for the time being, probably going to spread things like lime and MOP, stuff that's quite abrasive with it. So here it is, it's a Foevvercam geo spread. It's a really, really good fertiliser spinner when it's working. We've just had quite a few electrical issues with it. We spent a lot of money, I say we, the company have spent a lot of money getting it working 2 or 3 times in the last 12 months, to the point where it's now working, but you never get the money out of it that you put into it through selling it or trading it in. So we're going to keep it. We've got 2 machines that run GPS, so we can run 2 spreaders at the same time if we need to. That'll be in its 8th season, I think, in the spring when we use it. So here's our pallet. So just screw 2 wide pallets together, put a solid base on the top. It's in a lovely new level shed anyway, so it's not going to go anywhere. You might be able to hear there's an alarm going off somewhere up in the manor house. I think it's probably the freezer temperature or something like that alarm. Hopefully someone up there will deal with it. But here is the new spreader. So it's an M35W Bogballe or KRM. I think KRM are actually the importers of Bogballe. I think I got that right. But it looks enormous compared to our old machine. Our old machine is wider but not as tall. So this has got 3 extensions on it. I believe this means it's a 3.5 ton machine, but could be wrong, don't really know. But anyway, this is what we got. It's got this really handy little step on the bottom. You push in, can I do it one hand? In and pull out. There's one little step. Another thing we really like about it is these boards on the back. You pull a little catch, they fall down. So you can clean all that in behind really well. There's some other stuff on the bottom, I'll show you in a minute. We'll take it over, put it on its new pallet. There's even a frame there, look for another step. The view from the cab with this one is obviously a bit different. It's an awful lot taller, even with it being set down on the link arms a fair bit at the moment. So taller but thinner, not as wide. And if the tractor here plays ball, we'll load the screen up and I'll show you what the Isobus looks like on it. Right, so this is the home screen on the Isobus display. It basically just gives you your serial number and stuff down here if the engine's on. Get rid of this. Right, so you've got all your various information down here. So this is the home page here when you're up and running. As you can see, it thinks we've got something in there, but we haven't. It's just because I've adjusted the link arms up or down. But you can really easily tear the weight on it to put it at 0. These little boxes here are all the different sections for the section control, and this bar is how far open the holes are, so how much product is going on to the discs, onto the vanes. These 2 little indicators here are your level, so for up and down and left and right. So at the minute we're leaning slightly to the left, I think, which means we need to go to the right a bit. This is your border setting, so it's really easy. You can chuck to the border normal for when you're going up and down tram lines and middle of the field, to your border, and there's also chucking it from a border setting. You have to be stopped to have that changed. So we're on normal at the minute. If we go into this setting here, this is where you set all your different weights and spread widths and everything. So go on the spread charts here, you've got to press tick. This is your standard value. So the Bogballe rep that came out with Tom from Hamleys was talking me all through this earlier on, but basically you work out either from an app or from the book that comes with the machine what you're spreading at what rate, and it'll give you a standard value. This then is your flow outlet. So on the disc at the back, I'll show you in a minute, you have a standard, max or min for low rates. So we just select standard, and then so I've just put in 116 as a typical rate that we spread at, and you click yes, and that is now all set up for that rate. So here you've got your weigh cell. This will tell you how far you can go at your current rate of spread with what you've got in the hopper. So this is I can do 10 meters before I run out. This keeps a record as you're going along what you spread, so you can have 99 different fields on A, B, C or D. It's basically you can tot up what you're doing in each field and keep a record. Down here obviously your speed, your RPM of your power shaft, and then the percentage is a change if you want to up or down on here, up or down, increase or decrease your rate of what you're spreading. On this menu here you've got all the different things for like calibrations, speed settings, spreader model, but we shouldn't really have to touch any of that hopefully, as we're going along. Input. So this is where you can change your field and which folder you're in. You can also change in here your spread, I think. Yeah, so you can change your spread amount. You can do your calibration and your working width, but you shouldn't really ever have to change any of that. As I say, you do all that through this screen here anyway, so that is a lot quicker. So here we are with our machine. I've got the pallet underneath ready to put it on. We looked at 3 different spreaders really when we decided to change. We did get a price for another Kverland, but we're just put off a bit with reliability things on that one. We went and looked at a neighbour's KRM. They had nothing but good things to say about it. They said it is built like an absolute tank, which it is. The paintwork is phenomenal on them. You can see that it's proper, like almost like an A-frame type chassis thing that the actual spreader sits on, which is just enormous. And everything on this has been designed with washing in mind. So we looked at one of these. We had an Amazon on demo. The Amazon was really good. It was probably down to between this and an Amazon, to be honest. There's a couple things on this I really like and we really like that sort of swung the deal. So one of which is this. There's a little catch in under here for underneath on top of your spreading discs. You can take this out of the way. Gives you really good access into your discs, in underneath all the places that fertiliser collects that you never really wash out very well on other machines. I'll show you the same on this one. I'm not knocking this machine at all because it has been good when it's working, but you see it's just underneath and under here, in under the actual cross member itself. There's lots of places fertiliser can hide that you can't get to. Another really cool thing about this, these reflector boards and the lights, nice LED lights. Got a little catch on the bottom that you pull down. They fold down. You've got gaps here to put the pressure washer nozzle in to blow water, again, inside that beam where you would normally struggle to get stuff. So that just clips in. Same again on the other side. It's even got a little tool in here. I'll show you what that's for in a minute. It's got a set of steps. Again, I'm trying not to compare them too much, but it's very hard not to. No steps on this machine. This one's got an easy set of steps. You just pull down the steps like so. You can get up to see what's in there. There's also a step on the inside about here. So if you want to climb in to do anything inside, pull the cages up or whatever, you can do. That just clips back in. Got the step on the side as well, if you want to go up the side for any reason. And this is a bit of a two-handed job. You've got to push it in and then pull away at the same time. There you are. That folds down. You've got a pretty decent step there. You get up. Got a handle on the side to get up there as well. Fold that one back up. I mean, even things like this, it's been thought about, so you're not going to mark and scratch all this all the time. It's got rubber stops. The cover, all very well made, really thick, nice plastic cover. You've got to press that button in and pull the handle down at the same time, and that will release the hopper cover. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But yeah, I do like this. This is very good. It's designed so that you have to lift up and over the lip of this to make sure that the tray goes on top, and then you just push it down in. No hydraulics on this machine at all. The only leads you got is for your lights and for the Isobus. You've got your little bubble on there to see where you level. Got it on there as well. And it is also on the screen in the cab. One thing we got on the back here, a little hook under there. Now we don't actually need that because it's got a motor on the other end, so we can control it from the screen. That just does your border control for like your headlands. 2 sets of vanes have come with ours on top of these nice discs. These have got 4 adjustments on them, so there's 4 holes depending on what you're spreading. So we've got 2 sets of vanes. As long as you get the right ones, it's all hunky-dory. No hydraulics on this machine at all. The only leads you got is for your lights and for the Isobus. You've got your little bubble on there to see where you level. Got it on there as well. And it is also on the screen in the cab. One thing we got on the back here, a little hook under there. Now we don't actually need that because it's got a motor on the other end, so we can control it from the screen. That just does your border control for like your headlands. 2 sets of vanes have come with ours. On top of these nice discs. These have got 4 adjustments on them, so there's 4 holes, depending on what you're spreading. So we've got 2 sets of vanes. As long as you get the right ones, it's all hunky-dory. Another nice thing, all of this under here is encased. You can't get any corrosion on any of the shafts. There's no grease nipples. It's all just easy. Nice big flat surface to clean. On this one here is your setting for like your standard or high or minimum flow rate. You literally just pull that out of the way and spin the disc round. Bit of a two-ended job to change. That's also what the little tool that is hidden in here is for. You can put it in to twist it round, but you can do that under load, which you can't do on the other one. This one's got to be empty. You've got to decide before. So if you forget, you're a bit screwed. But anyway, let's get this machine off here, shall we? Another thing that's really cool about this, got these plastic mud guards or rubber mud guards. They're just held in by a thumb screw, so you can undo the thumb screw, pull them out. Again, makes it really easy for washing. This big frame we really like. This takes a lot of the when you pick it up with a 3-point linkage, all the weight is through that instead of being attached to the actual hopper itself. So that's really, really cool. It's got covers everywhere to stop fertiliser getting on things it really shouldn't. And just for when you're washing, that makes it a lot more protected. And yeah, we just really liked the thought that went into building it for washing and longevity, looking after it. There's no reason why this can't do a lot of years on the farm. So I'll just open this a minute and show you the inside. Now, because a lot of the weight is on the front of the machine on that headstock, I can climb on the back of it when it's unhooked and still show you the inside. So inside we've got these meshes to stop anything going down into the rotating bit that shouldn't. They've even got a cone on top which protects a grease nipple underneath, which is again a very good idea. Got a step here for getting in and out, which is very handy. Nice little sight glass so you can see when you're getting empty. Obviously it's got a weigh cell anyway. I do like these steps. You haven't got to climb on your link arms or your power shaft or anything else that you shouldn't be climbing on. Put that cover back on, just pull down on this handle. Listen to it clicking, and there it is. There's a lot of stuff here that you use as an adjustment if you didn't have the Isobus, so that's there. This thing you do have to set, so you set this to 0. That just means you're level. But yeah, I've probably missed something about it, but I'm in love with it already. We haven't even used it yet, so bring on the spring. I'm sure it'll be a very good machine for us, and I thoroughly look forward to using it in the spring. But that is the fert spreader. Hopefully we've got enough time this afternoon still to weigh a few calves. I might go and find Lewis, see if he wants to give me a hand. I'm sure he will. Come on then, buddies. Hey,
Come on.
that's my little furry mate, that one. Right, buddies. Come on, buddies. Down you go. And the idea behind having a slalom, that thing's going to be an idiot. Well done, Cav. It's always one.
Come on.
Come on, bud. Normally with cows, once they go around a corner, they don't want to come back, so do like an S shape. Come on, buddies. Look at them go. That's the easy bit. Yep.
Come on.
No. They know how to play the game. Once we finished weighing them, we'll give them their cake for the night and then put some bedding in as well. Yeah, all good. I might shut this one, Lewis, I think. Stop them all escaping back here.
Oh, you just turned off.
That's all right. We'll do a new one anyway. So if you go, that's it, down, and press the big button, it's like enter, and then press that one to get rid of all that, and then type in calves, and then we'll call this one calves 2. Files. That one you've got to type like an old phone.
An old phone.
Right. 84.5, you give them a blip. Hopefully all is good. There you go.
9823.
Ah, very good. 9823, and was he? 84.5.
Yep.
9823. These aren't in any particular order. 84.5. Nice one. Right, we're just gonna shave this one's back because he's all sweaty and we don't want him getting pneumonia. Run forward. At least now when he's at night he'll sweat and he won't get cold. Hopefully keep him healthy, he's quite a big animal. Lewis is playing cameraman. Right, we'll swap back, you can have your front door back.
Alright.
So Lewis is doing the blipping with the old stick there. I'm operating the front door. I'm operating the back door and the old biro. Come on then, Ginger.
4.5.
Lewis gives him an old blip. Here's his number, how much he's growing, and his weight. So 856, 845. 856, 845. Easy as that, Lewis, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, let him out. Another happy customer. Hello. Right, we are fast approaching the end of the day. So me and Lewis are just going to hook the is that on mute? We're just going to hook the diet feeder back on after all the excitement with our new vert spinner. Let's get the tractor down here and hook it on a minute. Right, it is now home time. It has gone very dark, can't really see what we're doing, so we called it a day. It's been a very good day with the new machine turning up. Got lots done. Created that pallet for it to sit on, which is a good job because we're forever breaking pallets, dropping the other one down. Lewis was very helpful helping me weigh those calves. It's always a lot easier with 2 people with calves than it is 1 because they are an absolute nightmare. It's like herding cats, which is notoriously difficult. Yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I'd like your thoughts on the spreader, whether you think we've made a good buy or not. If you have enjoyed watching the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to follow me on any more of my social media platforms, they'll be on the bottom of the screen now. There's also links to them all in the description. And yeah, until the next one guys, cheerio.